Are you thinking of joining the military, or are you already in and curious about how the pay works? In this video, I'm going to cover the basics of how much you get paid in the military and how you can maximize this income for active duty service members. There are many pieces that go into a service member's pay. The first part is the base pay. The monthly base pay for a service member is shown in this chart that's on the screen now. As you get more time in service, the pay will go up even if you stay the same pay grade. For example, if you look at E4 with 4 years of service, you'll see that the base pay is $3,066.30. This means that in a year, you'll make $36,795.60 before taxes. Out of that, you'll have to pay your federal taxes and state taxes. While $36,795 may not seem like a lot, you need to consider the other benefits that you have as a military member, as this can be the amount that you have for things that you want to purchase, savings, and investments, as a lot of your basic needs will be covered by the military. Once you get to a certain rank or become married, you will likely receive a basic allowance for housing, which is a non-taxed amount of money that is utilized to help pay for your place of residence. This can be in the form of rent or a mortgage, but the amount depends on the location where you are stationed. I will cover BAH in a different video. However, before you reach that rank, you'll be given a place to stay in the form of a barracks room. This means that none of your monthly pay needs to be used for lodging. This is significant since as a civilian, you would have to pay a portion out of what you get every month for lodging. In addition to your base pay and lodging, service members are either given basic allowance for sustenance or given a meal card to be able to eat at the local dining facility on base. This means that all your meals can be provided for without having to spend any of the monthly pay as well. If you decide to live frugally, you could eat every meal in the dining facility and never spend any of your base pay for food. Of course, you're probably going to eat out every once in a while, and you'll have to use your monthly pay for that. But that's a decision that you would have to make. If you do join the military or are in the military, you have full health care for you and your dependents. U.S. healthcare spending was $4.5 trillion in 2022, which comes out to $13,493 per person, and you're getting this as a benefit for being in the military. This is likely a benefit that you won't consider in your compensation, but can be huge. Any health issues you have while an active duty service member won't cost you anything to get seen by medical professionals. Additionally, every place you get stationed will have a gym that you can utilize. This means that you don't have to pay for a gym membership and can continue to take care of your body and get them gains. Also, let's pretend that you live somewhere that has a much higher cost of living than your typical location like Hawaii. If you live somewhere that has a higher non-housing cost of living, you will get a cost of living allowance to help bridge that gap between what the military considers typical and what the cost of living where you are stationed. This is an allowance that is taxed if you're CONUS in a higher cost of living area and untaxed if you're OCONUS, and is designed to help ensure service members who have been stationed somewhere that costs more to live don't suffer because of it. In addition to these benefits and pay, depending on your job, you may also receive additional pays that are taxable. Some examples for this include hazardous duty incentive pay for flying if you're an aircraft crew member, parachute duty pay if you are airborne, and additional pay for years of sea duty. While these individual pays may not seem like a lot, this is an amount that you are getting in addition to your base pay for just doing your job. Now onto some ways that you can maximize the pay that you receive. The simplest thing is to live a frugal life and don't get sucked into buying things just because you have expendable income. Make a budget for yourself that you're able to follow and limit the amount that you're eating out. Don't get sucked into buying a brand new car just because you can, and try to maximize the facilities that are provided for you. If you receive BAH, try to find a place that is under your BAH so you can ensure you save money for the utilities that come along with living off base. If you're not getting BAS because they expect you to eat in the dining facility, take advantage of the dining facility and eat as many meals there. Doing the simple things and not spending money recklessly will allow you to save up for the things that you actually want. The $36,000 or so that we talked about earlier as your base pay as an E4 with 4 years can go a long way to buying the things that you want if you're not recklessly spending. Next, do not underestimate the power of compound interest as you consider investing. You're not here to make Wall Street bets type of moves gambling. Time in the market is better for you than trying to time the market. You should be investing money you don't need immediately to prepare for the future, so don't worry about how it's doing on a daily basis and just keep funding your investments. Finally, as you start getting promoted and move up in rank, Try your best not to let lifestyle creep affect your spending. If you're able to keep your spending down even after a promotion, this gives you that much more money to be able to save and invest. Whether you do a single term, 6 years, 10, 20, or more years in the military, being smart with your money will make the future you much more appreciative than buying that fancy pair of sunglasses that you lost a month after owning them, or that car that you bought on a 30% loan. If you have any questions about military pay, leave them down in the comments below. Hopefully this video shined a light on how much our service members make. Consider liking and subscribing for more finance related videos like this one.